Alright people, I've got some good news, and I've got some bad news. Let's just rip the band-aid off and say the bad news. Issue 13 is going to be the final issue of Sideways. See, this is what happens when I care about something. This is what happens when I put an ongoing on my pull list like a goddamn fool. I just get my heart ripped out. And he wasted his last 2 issues fucking around in the dark dimension when there should have been an issue where he's at school, the prom is going on, he completely forgets to ask Ernie, she's upset about it, he swoops in at the last minute, he shows up at the dance, they share a very short dance, they have a meaningful look in each other's eyes, an explosion goes off or something, and then she looks at him, she says, I know you have to go. And he goes, and she's fine with it. I want an issue where we confront the fact that his grades are fucking atrocious. I haven't seen this kid so much as read a goddamn label since he got his powers. Once you get superpowers, you don't have to read anymore. I'm sorry. It's just facts. I'm gonna have to do like a special like in memoriam thing or something, because I'm the only one out here fucking hustling for this dude, and he's basically gonna be dead, or at the very least exiled from the DC universe until some writer 20 years from now, if DC is still even a thing, decides to revive him or whatever, and everybody will think he's a new character. Just Jesus, I'll be honest, I don't even think the comic's that good, but it's just like the potential, the costume. Fuck. So I'm not going to show everything in this. There's a lot of good stuff in here. So you need to go get it. So what is the good news? The good news is, look at these things! Holy shit, they came in today. These are the Adidas Commandos, the Majin Buu version. I switched out the pink laces for the purple ones, because that's just, I gotta rep his cape here. Just look at the details here. We got a Majin M on there. Got a Mr. Satan rep in here. So if I get, accidentally kidnapped because I think I'm a child, I'll be able to show the Satanists who are attempting to kidnap me. I'm like, no, look, I'm down with Satan. They'll be like, oh shit, that's cool. Look at this box. The tissue paper is also pretty fucking dope. I took tons of pictures, put them on my Instagram. It's on the banner, but that's the only good news of today. So I'm just gonna keep them down here. God, they like my light, my ceiling light is so fucking, look at the details. Whatever. Did you see that? I'm sorry, the flexing is real. But I just want you to know, if you're ugly, doesn't mean you can't have a sense of style or be rocking some dope-ass shoes, especially if you're boring. So, let's just like, get into this, because, goddamn, this guy, he's in a fucking hospital bed, basically. Alright, so let's look at this cover. Brief interlude. Derek, there's no goddamn time, dude. You're wasting away. So we see this, they're in Paris. We've got Ernie here, and they're eating a fucking hamburger. What? How do you say it? What is hamburger in French? Is it hamburger? Hamburger? What? Ugh. Okay, so let's just get into this. We got Kenneth Rockefeller back on the art, the guy who started it all. So I'm pretty excited about that. So we see Derek, he's finally back home, and his dad is looking very Louis C.K. Like, oh my god, look at this. How is this thing functional? What is this future geometric chandelier? Ceiling squares? Anyway, so he shows up, we see cops are there, a film crew, and he's been gone for a week. He's been in the dark dimension. He was probably even gone. I think time moves slower. Either way, he shouldn't have been there fucking around with the 7 soldiers when he's, like, I have to assume 18 book reports do. Like, dude, Algebra 2, you're never gonna catch up. So he says, and that's why I knew it had been a while. That's the thing about being lost in the multiverse, attacked by alien spiders and face to face with Superman. At least I think that was Superman. Welcome back. Oh my god. Why did you have to name this issue? This homeboy is dying. So we see here, he's like, oh shit. Didn't even really think about that. He's been in Metropolis for a week. That's the story he's going with. Not a lie. See, that's the teenager in him. And his dad is, understandably upset. So the cops leave, except for this guy, the guy who was at his mother's funeral looking for Derek, and he says, it's Detective Hopkins, he's working on the case. Derek's a little confused here, and he's like, your mother was murdered, and you go missing? I think Derek may have done it. I mean, why did he go missing for a week? Obviously, is his series ending because in issue 13 he ends up arrested? Definitely not. You're either a case or a suspect. Suspect. I don't know how this can get any worse. So, he wants him to retrace his steps. We get a nice little visual here of what's been going on here. Hooked up with some friends in Metropolis. There you go. Even offered a place to stay by a guy named Paris the Benevolent, I guess. Had some fights with some monsters and shit. This bargain bin Blanca looking guy who I still don't understand his anatomy, even Superman. But then he realized he had to come home. But, you know, this guy, he wants answers. He wants answers almost as much as he wishes for a hairline. So he's like, I kind of wish I could stay later. So I'm going to skip this next page, but it's really good stuff. It has an unforeseen consequence of his mother's murder that I wouldn't have picked up on. I didn't even think it. I didn't even think about it, but it's just like, whoa. Like, goddamn, dude, for real? So it's only looking to get worse for Derek here. He makes him feel like shit for missing the mom's funeral, which is understandable. But you know what? I've missed a couple funerals too that I probably should have went to. But, you know, they're a little boring. But you know what? Now that I'm getting my style together, I have an all-black outfit. So if one of you guys wants to just die, I'll go. I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. I got black jeans, got a black hoodie, got black sneakers. Well, I'll probably wear the booze, because I just got those. But we cut to Dark Star Sciences, the most evil company name of all time. This is where his mother worked. And this lady here, Miss Dominus, so you know she's just straight up pegging men. Constantly. It's the only way she can get off anymore. She doesn't know who she is, so she just keeps fucking men. But, Dark Star, one of the most evil company names of all time. Let's try to come up with some more evil ones right now. Okay, Dead Fetus Depot. Fun Family Dinner Catering. What catapults are better than Trebuchets Inc. I don't know. Write one down in the comments and I'll tell you if it's evil or not. So they've been hunting Derek. They've known that he's been sideways for like, I think it's like issue 1. Pretty crazy. So, you know what? She's got just a thing for their time jumping, space jumping, my bad. Little friend, because you know what? Derek, he's slippery. He can go anywhere. And she unveils what she's got here. This guy right here. Now, look, I know I talk a little shit about skulls, specifically skull t-shirts. I know I talked a little bit about style earlier. Just don't wear them. But, you know, this right here, it's a proven character design that will stand the test of time. Put a skull on your chest. People love it. People love it. Now, I just want to look at this. What if this actually isn't a costume, but he has a really weird tan? Now it gets even fucking weirder that he's got this, like, Princess Leia skull. But this guy's coming in. He's got a duster or a trench coat. Solid look. He's got sort of the same blue as Sideways has, which I'm a fan of. He's got a little bit of the yellow because he's about that fucking gold. I mean, I assume. He kind of looks like a guy who doesn't trust banks, which is always fucking amusing to me. But, yeah, so this guy, he might be causing some trouble for our boy here. So, we cut back to West Gotham High School. Thank God. Can I just, like, what's going on in biology? Is he in any AP classes? What's going on here? Ernie, I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute, girl. What's been going on? So, she wants to just not be there at all. Derek, he shows up in the nick of time. Pulls that off. Pulls it off. This is what we need. This is what we need right here. Him being a ladies' man. So he apologizes for just up and leaving, and he's like, I should have called or popped in. Derek, you didn't have your powers for the whole time. Did you forget about that? Yeah, you probably forgot about that. But you know what? She just puts her hand on his face like it's a goddamn romantic comedy. You got it. There you go. This is what I want. This is the shit, dog. So now this is where we end up in Paris. And she has a fantastic question here. I love Paris. It's far away and it's beautiful, but it's also known for its food. So please explain to me, why do we stop at Big Boy? Is it? I thought it was just Big Belly Burger. Whatever, Big Boy Belly Burger. He was hungry. I mean, you're in Paris. You see a Burger King. You telling me you're not going to pop on that shit? So let's go. So apparently they've been talking about his woes, but he's like, he's a good friend. He wants to hear about Ernie's. So I'm not going to show this next page because Ernie's problems are actually remarkably similar to Derek's problems that I didn't show. So, you know, I gotta skip that. So they have a couple more heart-to-hearts. We get this right here, which is exactly what I'm talking about, dog. Like, we're not even probably going to get a will they, won't they issue. Like, I don't even care about that shit, but the man, come on, man, he needs it. He needs it to solidify his existence. So they have a little bit, they have him this thing, but then an explosion goes off. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Imagine this is at a prom dance. We've got, like, it's probably, like, very playfully, like, under the sea, you know, like, Back to the Future, because, or, you know, the more popular theme to a prom theme prom. My friend came up with that 1,000,000 years ago, and it never ceases to amuse me. No matter what your prom is, it's a prom-themed prom, because you all have the same shit, regardless of theme. Yeah, I'm gonna expose proms here. But, you know what, she's like, just go. This is exactly what I'm talking about here. So he leaves, and he ends up in the Parisian metro. He saves some people. He riffs to another guy. And then we see that this is the guy who's causing all the trouble here. Like, this is the guy, he's doing some terroristic shit in Paris. Is it too soon? Probably not. Because, I mean, like, as we speak, they're probably, like, people planning something, possibly. So, people are planning shit all the time. People are planning shit in your hometown right now. So, it's never going to be too soon. Because, like, we can't let the terrorists win by not putting fictional terrorism attacks in real places, because it's going to happen either way. So we see this guy looking absolutely pretty fashionable for a terrorist. I'm liking those pockets, but I gotta say, like, this duct tape job on the bottom, come on, man, just take like an extra 5 minutes and look like stuff. But he did bring up a fantastic point here with his look. If you're going to be a terrorist, alright? I mean, some of you, like a lot of you gingers out there, you're contemplating flying to the Middle East, getting in on some ISIS shit. I know, I've seen it, I've watched the documentaries. A lot of them are gingers. Like, straight, if you Google it, some shit will come up, I'm not lying. Or, like, some dumb people from Mississippi, like, that happened, like, but they intercepted them. I feel like ISIS wouldn't deal with that fucking accent, like, straight up. What a gamble, though. The balls it has to take. Like, what if I just, like, not me, but, like, a fictional person was like, I'm gonna go join ISIS. And you go there, and you just start being like, where is the ISIS bunker? Where's that? I would like to be in that. Like, the chances of you actually getting there and not being murdered immediately, pretty fucking low that you're gonna survive that. So it just takes, like, it's probably not balls, and probably more like mental problems. But Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna be able to make it off the plane. I'm not even getting down the stairs of the plane before I get murdered if I show up in the Middle East. You think I'm wearing a headscarf? Fuck no. I just discovered curl cream and my hair's looking better than ever before. But back to this guy's look here. If you're going to be a terrorist, wear a head covering, wear a helmet, wear something, because look, the chances of your homemade bomb working, pretty low. You can read all the stuff you want to read, blah blah blah. You can get all the crock pots you want and ball bearings. Can we put like a flag on ball bearings? Because if you're buying ball bearings, I'm just going to assume you're a terrorist. What the fuck you need ball bearings for? What are you doing? You sick fuck. Wear a helmet though, because if that shit doesn't go off, you got about at least 3.4 seconds before the cops are on you. So if you also train in sprinting and you get away and you have a change of clothes underneath, you might be able to make it. You might be able to continue living. And I mean, if I can use this like medium here to help a terrorist, then I have to, right? So he sideways, he does some slick shit with his riffs. He gets him. It's revealed that another terrorist is somewhere. He gets him too. Not going to show everything. Goes blah, blah, blah. And then they end up back just at their high school. Just like a leisurely... This is the kind of shit Sideways can get into. He can glow pop, but you tell me it's not good enough, DC? When Wonder Woman is just doing some shit with Island on a bitches all the time? Bitch can't even time travel. Bitch... Sorry, not time travel. Bitch can't even teleport. So they end up back on the school roof, and she wants to talk about what they talked about on the tower, you know, getting a little close, maybe get a little smoozing, but then this happens, and the final page happens, which, you know, if you have a little bit of a brain, if you have half a brain, and you like pina coladas, you can probably figure out who is coming in through that rift, but if not, definitely go pick this up, because this is like, we're at the death nail of our boy here, and we gotta support him. God damn, look at these shoes.